Hi everyone. So today our topic is faces towards the acceptance of special needs diagnosis. So it's we are going to talk about what are the different stages or different phases of feelings that all of us go through when we have to face with the fact of this new diagnosis as parents, as grandparents, as siblings. Okay. Phase one is the phase of denial. Phase two is when we're really angry. Phase three is depression. Phase four is we start bargaining. Phase five is acceptance. Now, phase one, denial, is when we are in total denial of the fact that our child is special. So there's a lot of confusion. We are in a state of panic, fear, shock. All right, and this is the worst stage for the child. The reason being, we are when we are in the stage of denial, we are not allowing the child to you know get early intervention, and this is going to affect the child because early intervention has been proven to help the child to pick up the skills that they're not able to achieve on time. So this is a precious time, and it is normal for all of us to be in this stage of denial, but the sooner we go towards acceptance, it's better for the child. And stage two is the stage of anger. Yeah, this stage causes a lot of stress to the family, and see, there are two things that can happen. One is you start developing a stronger bond with your partner, meet husband or wife. You start developing a stronger bond in spite of the anger towards the rest of the world. That is one thing that can happen. The other thing is that you can lose a lot of relationships. You can end up having a very bad relationship with your partner, or even with your family members. Now, this is the stage where we are angry about everything. We're angry about why this has happened to us. The question of why us is always there. Why us? The rest of the world seems all right. Why us? Now, it's normal for us to feel that. It's normal for us to feel angry against the rest of the world. But sooner we go towards acceptance, it is better for the child. See, at in the face of in this phase, we tend to be angry even towards the child. It is important to understand that it is not the child's fault. It is not your fault that the child is special. Certain things are way out of our hands, way out of our control. We cannot control everything in the world. Right. Stage three is when we go into the stage of depression. This is actually one of the worst stages for the parent or the grandparent, because it is in this stage that all of us tend to start blaming ourselves. We start thinking that maybe we did something, and that is why the child is like this. In the stage of anger, we are it's us against the whole world. We blame everybody. But in the stage of depression is when we start blaming ourselves. We start thinking something that we did during pregnancy, even the smallest things. We start thinking of all those things, and we start blaming ourselves, telling maybe that was the reason. Maybe this, maybe that. What if we had done that? What if we had done this? Maybe we are a bad parent. Please remember, it's normal to feel that way, but it's normal to feel depressed. The best thing that you could do in this stage is to seek help. Talk it out. Talk it out to your husband or wife, or talk it out to your parents, friends, anybody you're close to. And this kind of, I'm not going to say that it will completely get rid of your depression, but it will speeden up the process. Once you talk it out, and once things are clear, once you're off this phase, you will feel better. And there's nothing wrong in seeking medical help when you're in the stage of depression. There's nothing wrong in going to a psychiatrist who can help you. If you're very much depressed, they can even give you medications to help you feel better, and there's nothing wrong in that. So there's a lot of stigma in India to go to a psychiatrist, but there's nothing wrong in doing that. Please seek help. That's way better than feeling depressed for a longer time. And next thing is we need to move on to the next stage. The stage four is when we start bargaining. See, this is the stage when all of us tend to start bargaining with the higher force or the higher nature or God or whatever you want to call it. And we start bargaining, telling, you do this, you make my child better, and I will do anything for you. Sadly, it doesn't work that way. Things cannot be changed. Bargaining doesn't help us feel any better. And we start losing hope on the higher force. And that's normal. That is very, very much normal to feel that way. We're all, after all, human. All right. The sooner we jump to stage 5, which is the stage of acceptance, it is easier for us as a parent or a grandparent to accept the fact that the child is special and just the phase which is best for the child, because that is when we start seeking help, we start seeking the right direction, and we start helping our child to actually avail early intervention or services. And the sooner you do that, the sooner the child is able to fill in that gap. All right. See, all our special needs child have some kind of delay in their milestones. When you start early intervention, you're able to fill in that gap. The later you start the intervention, you're going to have a very huge gap. So if we are in the stage of denial or anger or frustration or depression, we are not going to help our child. In fact, it's going to backfire. We might be angry at our child. We might be so depressed that we are not helping our child. And that is not what we want for ourselves or for the child as any parent or grandparent. So sooner you go towards acceptance, sooner you will see a lot of changes in you and in your child. Now, see, what do you mean by acceptance? Acceptance is accepting the fact, accepting the child the way he is or the way she is. Now, when you start accepting the child for what they are, you stop comparing. Number one, you stop comparing with the rest of the world. You stop comparing with other kids. You stop comparing with other autistic children or other disabled children or whatever. You just stop comparing. Second thing is, you look at their progress. You look at what they are today. You look at what they were 2 or 3 months prior, and you will see that there is a progression. There is always a progression. Slow is okay as long as they are moving forward. Slow is totally okay. All we need to see is them climbing up towards success. It doesn't matter if it is a snail pace, it is okay. Once you accept the child the way she is, a slow learner or some child with difficulties, you will start appreciating every small milestone or every small achievement. It becomes a big thing, and it is big for them. Please remember, our children, it's not that they don't want to do or don't want to achieve milestones. It is that they cannot do it. They are not able to do it. Their body is not helping them to achieve the milestones. There's something that's happening in their body that's stopping them from achieving these milestones. And it is not their fault, and it is not your fault. So you just need to understand what your child is going through, because once you understand what your child is going through, it is easier to help the child. It is easier to find the right sources, the right direction that you can take your child in. And the sooner you do that, the sooner you will start seeing achievements, success, and you will start seeing them moving forward in their life. Right. And let me tell you one more thing, that through experience, it's not that you go through these 5 phases and you reach the stage of acceptance and that's it. It doesn't work that way. There will be multiple times that you will go back to stage 1 and you'll have to crawl up or, crawl up through the stages again. And that is normal, that is human, it is all right. But the point is for us to climb the ladder as soon as we can to reach the stage of acceptance. You will go through this phase again and again, and it is okay. It is human. It is normal. So please don't blame yourselves. Don't blame the child. Don't blame anyone. Certain things are out of our control, and all we can do is accept it, and understand, gain as much knowledge as you can about what your child is going through. If it is autism, try to find out everything about autism. If it's cerebral palsy, try to find out everything about cerebral palsy. If it's Rett's or Angelman's or any of the rare syndromes, please try to seek help, seek professional help, and try to gain as much knowledge and understanding to what your child is going through, because once you understand that, it's a lot easier to help the child. You will start understanding how much of a struggle it is for your child to achieve each and every single milestone. All right. See, for a normal child, they achieve these things with ease. But for our child, it's very difficult. So you need to praise them every single step that they are able to achieve. Praise them. A lot of praises, a lot of hugs will definitely take you a long way. And most importantly, what you need to understand in this roller coaster is every time you're down, seek help in terms of friends, relatives. Speak it out to anybody, talk it out to anyone who can understand, and try to pull yourself together as soon as possible. The lesser time you are in the first 4 phases and more time you're towards phase 5, that is acceptance, it's better for you and it is better for your child.